Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. I am here to do my budget check-in. I had like a brain kink there. For whatever reason, I don't know why, that just eluded me. All right, so the budget check-in for the 4th week of October. So we are currently in our 5th week. I did intend to have this video up 2 days ago. Life this week. Work, man, goodness gracious, work. For those of you who are new, I am a middle school teacher, teach 8th grade. Love it, but it is exhausting. First of all, I have 4 sections of kids that it's over 30 kids in the classroom. And there are some very tough behaviors, very high needs kids that we have. So we've had report cards come out tomorrow. We've had grades due. I've been doing a lot of like double checking to make sure we have a new platform for grading. And so I just don't trust the system. And I am very particular. If a kid has done their work, I want to give them credit for it. So I went through all 120 students and then some and checked every single assignment. And I'm also a teacher that doesn't give just a few assignments. And it's not that I want to load the kids down, but I've noticed, or with my own kids, that the times where they had classes where there weren't as many grades, at one bad grade can, make a big effect on their grades or their average. And so I want to make sure I give enough grades to where it kind of balances all of that out. But anyway, today we had a situation, an incident at school in the cafeteria. It was a fight between 2 girls. And guys, I'm a lover, not a fighter, is what I tell my kids all the time. So it was tough. The kids were fighting. It took like 4 adults to get them apart and a physical obstacle in between them. Like, we literally had a teacher have to move a table to separate the students because they just wouldn't stop. So that was scary. And very traumatic for some kids who have had trauma in their past. So we had to deal with emotions that kids weren't even involved in it, but just it triggered, things that they've dealt with in the past. And so we had that. I was the runner. I was the one to run to get our SRO officer who was MIA. Couldn't find him. I don't know. I guess he wasn't there today because I didn't see him at all. But I finally found our principal and that was taken care of. But it is traumatic, to see kids physically hurting each other. So anyway, that was my day. How was your day? I am going to do my budget check-in, I try to, get things off my chest and then move on. I am not one to dwell, or I try not to dwell, and I am not a grudge holder, so I try to move on. So I'm going to move on with my budget. Okay, so this is for, this is for our 4th week, so it's October 17th through 23rd. Rollover came in, we had anticipated around 1,700, it was actually 1,753.07. All right, Mr. P, it came in under. Don't know what happened there. 915.48. It's like when he has a big check, like if he has overtime, then the next week the company like slows everything down, and then that's what we get. All right, and other, we did get $100, and that's just, people paying us for things that we have, that we pay, like phones and things like that. All right, so Geico is for the insurance that my husband has on the Gator. I think the lawnmower's on that too. I'm not real sure. But do you insure lawnmowers? I feel like he has that insured, but maybe not. Maybe it's just the Gator. I do intend on getting that added to our Farm Bureau plan where we have our cars. I haven't done it. I need to make myself a note to do that tomorrow. That way it's done. All right, Apple Music came in at $11.76. Power, yuck, $416.27. I hope we fixed whatever the problem was. There was something with our electrical box or something that my husband fixed, so hopefully that comes way down. Spotify, now that does include our internet. We have like fiber optic internet, and it's through our power company. We also have an outdoor light, and we get charged, of course, taxes, but there's also like a customer charge that our electric company charges, and that's like almost $27 just for a customer charge, and I don't even know what that is. So that is that. All right, Spotify, $12.83. Hulu, okay, so I was expecting around 26 something, but I dropped down. I am forever messing with our subscriptions because I'm like, we don't need all this. We don't need all this. I had, I don't know, Disney Plus, I don't know, something. Anyway, I dropped it down and it went down to $21.39. Discovery Plus, $9.62. And guys, this is mine. I love Discovery Plus. I love watching the Food Network. That's something that I can put on like in the background so that I just have something playing. And I love listening to, things like that. Verizon, $424.95. Of course, that includes 7 phone lines and a few watches. Netflix, $16.57. And that was the one I had forgotten about, but we still have Netflix. Okay, so this bill section is $9.42, and it came out even. Isn't that crazy? I love when that happens at the grocery store. Well, kinda, because I also like to collect my change. But it was $9.42, so that left us with $18.26.55. Whoa, okay, so I squirreled right there. As I was writing that, I realized that I didn't put the total of our income at the top, so $18.26.55. So our total income, I forgot to do the total up here. It was $27.68.55. So under what we had anticipated. Okay, so now we get down to our sinking funds and savings challenges. I did take out exactly $140 and $265. So this area didn't change. So we had $405, and that left us with $1,421.55. Okay, so how did we do with our variable expenses? Okay, let me go ahead and move this up here. $14.21.55. All right, groceries, we did fine. Pets, fine. Household, fine. Mr. P, fine. Miss P, fine. Mrs. P. I need to remember to say that correctly. Miss P, fine. Eating out. So we had planned, I had taken $100 out of the bank to eat out, and I did take that out, and but we ate at a restaurant that was a little bit more pricey than I thought, and so with the tip and everything, it ended up being $108.14. So we didn't have enough to cover all of it, so we did go over in eating out. Gas, $60, miscellaneous, $60, and unbudgeted. We did have one unbudgeted expense, and that was an Amazon purchase. It was some kind of a water pump, something for my dad and my mom, and my husband said, I'm sure your dad and mom will pay you back or pay us back, whatever. But I don't even, that's one of those things. They've done so much for us. I'm not going to ask them for that money. So that's what that is. So our total for variable expenses was $521.62. So we did go over. And that leaves us with $899.93. Bring that down here, $899.93. I did not put anything toward the snowball. And so our remaining balance that rolls over to the last week is $899.93, which, if you watched my budget with me for the last week, that's under what I was hoping. So hopefully it all works out in the end. Okay, so now let me go ahead and do our categories that we keep track of. Okay, so I've got my little sticky here. So groceries, we bought groceries on the 17th at Walmart. And because I'm trying to do like, let me zoom you in. I'm trying to do like a freezer and pantry like clean out to try to, you know, I don't want things to expire and get freezer burnt, so I'm trying to clean it out. We only spent $95 on groceries, which was good. Pet supplies, we did buy pet stuff. At Walmart, I spent $9, which wasn't bad. Household, $10.17 at Walmart. I did spend $12. Eating out on $10.20. We ate at Brio's, which was an Italian place, and it was $108.14. Gas, let's see here, I had 2 gas expenses on the 17th. One was for me, one was for my husband. One was at Walmart, and one was at the BP. So mine was $38, and my husband's was $68. And then we have the one unbudgeted expense. I hope I'm in frame. I'm sorry, I'm really zoomed in. Unbudgeted, I'm gonna say the 19th, and that was Amazon. And that was $53.48. And that is all of our expenses for the week. Or the categories that we track, that's what we've spent. We don't keep up with the things that we like get our blow money with and things like that. If we do use like the debit card to purchase things, I take the cash out of our like envelopes or our sinking funds, and I put that right back in the bank. So that is that. So that is the video for today. I am going to go ahead and do my cash stuffing video and have that ready to upload tomorrow, so I can kind of get back on track. But you know what? I'm still not too far off from what I should be. So anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and blow the candle out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.